Some people do not wait to be left. They begin leaving first in smaller ways. They get quieter, easier, less expressive, less demanding, less visible. They ask for less, reveal less, need less, and call it maturity. But often, it is not peace. It is protection. Because if you become easy to leave, then maybe it will not hurt as much when someone does. That is the hidden logic behind the pattern. A lot of people learn early that being fully present comes with risk. If they are too emotional, too honest, too sensitive, too visible, they might be rejected, criticized, misunderstood, or quietly treated like a burden. So they adapt. They become easier to carry, easier to manage, easier to dismiss without a scene, and over time, shrinking starts to feel normal. It can look polite from the outside, low maintenance, chill, independent, understanding, but underneath there is often a deeper fear. If I take up too much space, I will be harder to keep. So the person edits themselves before anyone asks them to. They soften their needs before expressing them. They withhold their disappointment before it becomes visible. They minimize their feelings before someone else can do it for them. They disappear a little, just in case full presence would cost too much. The problem is, this does not actually create safety. It creates distance. Because relationships cannot meet parts of you that never arrive. People cannot respond to needs that are constantly hidden. And the more you practice becoming easy to lose, the more your own system starts believing that being fully seen is dangerous. That belief gets expensive. It leaves people feeling lonely inside connection. It makes them resentful without knowing why. It teaches them to confuse self-erasure with stability. And worst of all, it can make abandonment feel familiar even when no one has technically left. So the question is not only why do I feel easy to lose? Sometimes the better question is, how long have I been making myself smaller just to avoid that feeling? That is where honesty begins. Because some forms of pain do not start when another person walks away. They start when you leave yourself first, in order to be easier to keep around. And slowly, gently, that pattern has to be questioned. Not by becoming loud for the sake of it. Not by performing confidence. Just by remembering that taking up space is not the same as becoming difficult. Sometimes the healthier move is not to make it easier to leave. It is to become honest enough to stay visible.